Every beat of your heart uses energy, and your brain is the most expensive organ you own. To keep your neurons from starving, your visual cortex filters out the chaotic raw light hitting your eyes and replaces it with a low-energy prediction of what it expects to see. This internal simulation minimizes what scientists call metabolic surprise. But if your brain is just guessing, what are you missing right in front of your face?
Close your eyes and reach for your coffee mug. Your brain predicts exactly where it is, but if someone moved it, that split second of confusion is a prediction error. If you can't resolve that glitch, you get stuck in a biological feedback loop called maladaptive precision waiting. Your system starts prioritizing your internal map over the actual truth, and that's when your body does something even weirder to try and force a fix.
Think about walking into your dark bedroom at night. You aren't actually seeing the furniture. Your brain is just projecting its memory of the room into your vision. Nearly everything you experience is a simulation, your mind shouting its expectations downward like a projector painting over a blank screen. It only listens to your eyes when something goes wrong. Scientists call this a generative model. But if reality is mostly a guess, who is actually in control of the simulation?
Focus on your internal expectations versus the actual room around you. If you dial up your gut feelings too high, you lose touch with the outside world. This internal volume control is known as precision weighting. When that balance breaks, your brain crosses a dangerous threshold where assumptions become absolute truth. But what happens when a biological system learns to hack this setting to hide its own presence from your conscious mind?
Imagine a construction crew building a skyscraper without any paper blueprints. They just feel a hum in the air that tells them exactly where every steel beam belongs. This invisible map is called bioelectric signaling. It is biological software that stores the memory of your shape. To rewrite it, scientists just tweak the ion channels to shift a few millivolts. But wait until you see what happens when we start messing with those settings. Whenever you feel a sudden spike of shock or frustration, you've caught your brain in a glitch. It's like hitting a pothole on a road you thought was smooth. To audit your system, log the exact second that feeling hits and define what you specifically expected. That gap reveals your hidden programming, a Bayesian blind spot. This process lets you read your biological source code. But things get truly strange when we see how these predictions control your anatomy.
Imagine your mind is a heavy press and reality is the clay. First, you select a target state. Second, you enforce that belief until it's absolute. This forces your motor system to resolve the error by physically reshaping your environment through active inference. It's a biological hack that turns an internal state into a physical command. But wait until you see what happens when the wrong person gets hold of these instructions.
Think of your brain like a GPS so convinced you have already arrived that it forces the car to find the road. When you crank the volume on a specific expectation, your biology treats that vision as the only truth, working overtime to close the gap with reality. This is active inference, where minimizing free energy turns your assumptions into physical facts. But wait until you see the hidden hardware that is actually running this program.
Everything we've explored leads to this. Your biology is an adjustable system. Think of it like a chef balancing a recipe. If you change the spices, the whole meal transforms. By choosing one specific focus for 10 minutes every morning, you're physically strengthening the synaptic connections, those internal weights that dictate your mood. You're the one at the controls. The full research archive is at jmthomasofficial.com.